ID Refusals stars Channel 12. And I love how he's just so matter of fact. I mean, you're going to just fall in love with how he does his audits. His channel is really good. But the cop in this first video, creepy, like gross, like really gross, creepy. Wait till you see the cop. He's just like ew, like that kind of ew. And not only are you going to see how to do an ID refusal, but you're going to see this dude, let me just say it, this dude gives more directives than anybody I've ever seen, complete with hand signals like a stewardess on an airplane. If you're new to this community, directives are like the worst. It's where the cop just goes on and on and on and on and on telling you what to do. That's what directives are.
Federal Protective Services.
And on and on and on.
Another one over here on this side. Yes, sir.
How you doing? I'm Inspector Michael Biggs with the Federal Protective Service.
How you doing?
You're out videoing.
Uh-huh.
So I'd just like to ask you, what are you trying to do?
Well, I'm just doing a news story.
Okay.
On the federal building. I did one on the post office across the street.
All right.
And I talked about the memorial over there also.
Okay. Which news agency are you representing?
Channel 12 audits.
Is that the NBC or the...
No, it's independent. It's an independent channel.
All right. So you're one of these guys like a blogger, may I ask?
An auditor, yes.
Okay. May I see an ID card?
An ID for what, sir?
Because you're on federal property.
This isn't public?
No, sir.
This isn't public?
No, sir.
Okay, you want me to leave? I'll leave.
No, sir. I want to see your ID card.
I don't have no ID on me.
Okay.
Will I be arrested if I don't show you any ID?
No, sir. I'm not trying to arrest you.
Okay. I was under the impression this is public property.
Explain, I'll be
Okay, here we go.
Okay. You're one trying to pass. So, by you being on federal property, I want you on the sidewalk. When you're on the sidewalk, you're in the part that you're saying is public. Okay, no issue there, except for keep in mind this is federal buildings and I see you have threats around, and I have had threats this past weekend. All right, so again, I understand whether, but you're concealed in your appearance and stuff, so that's all I'm trying to do is identify who you are, make sure you understand what the rules are, and then you go and carry out your business. Now, as far as when you, like I said, we're on the sidewalk, no issue. You know what you see, what you can't see from the public videotape, no issue. I'm not trying to get your First Amendment rights and stuff, but you came on federal property, and when I saw you, you were walking around the cars inside the area.
Yeah, but I didn't no trespassing on
All I said was, I came up to you, and I'm not trying to antagonize you. I was like, hey, do you have any identification? Which agency do you represent? Now, yes, you are correct. GSA did not post any signs in different areas. They have signs, but they're in different areas. But all I'm trying to do is, one, identify who you are, so I can document that I made an official stop, and two, explain to you what the rules are. Okay? Now, I'll be glad to answer any questions you have as far as clarity of what I said. All right?
I don't have any questions. Well, I do have one question.
You're one of the guys like Second Amendment, Second Amendment. Now, what we're doing is, I'm not an issue with the videotape, but, and I'm not trying to say most legitimate, and please don't understand how legitimate organization.
Yeah, there's no nefarious intent, you know, no ill will.
Next up is Desert Dog Community Watch. And he's got this little chihuahua as his mascot.
Good.
Is there something wrong?
You were on their wall.
Excuse me?
Is it true you were on their wall?
On their wall?
Yeah, they claim that you were on top of their wall.
But that is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
I've been on this sidewalk the entire time.
Well, did they have video cameras here too?
I don't know.
Well, we'll double check.
I was not on there. I was never off the sidewalk. Straight down. I was not on there. I was never off the sidewalk. Straight down. I was not on there. I was never off the sidewalk. Straight down there, straight down here. And if they tell
that's
you
what we were called for. We're trying to figure it out.
Okay, so if I can prove that I wasn't, are you gonna cite them for calling in a false report?
Well, I have to hear both sides. I've always only talked to you so far.
Okay.
So what seems to be going on?
Nothing. I'm doing a little story on the water plant. I'm just getting some footage of some vehicles moving in and out.
Oh, okay.
I'm not causing any trouble.
You're like a reporter or something?
I'm with the press, yes.
Oh, which one?
I'm with Arizona United News.
Never heard of it.
Over an online service.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have any ID with you at all? So
have I committed a crime?
Well, I'm investigating a crime.
I understand that, but
you want me to hear your side of the story, right?
I already told you. I've been on the sidewalk the entire time. What?
So how can I take your report of false reporting if you don't even identify yourself?
Well, do you suspect me of committing a crime? I'm just asking you.
Well, at this stage, I don't have a crime yet.
Okay,
but
then I don't have an obligation to provide you an ID.
Well, there is a statute that says you're required to provide identification.
Yeah.
Nope, he's wrong. There's 3 levels of detainment. The first one being consensual. That's where you're free to go. You don't show your ID. You're willingly answering questions. The second level is investigative detention. That's where the officer is trying to articulate reasonable suspicion of a crime. No ID needed either on this one. But the third one is Custodial detainment. You're under arrest. They found probable cause. You must ID. It's the only level that you must ID in when they find
There is
probable
a statute
cause.
that says you're required to provide identification.
Yeah,
Would
you know
like
what it
that
is?
statute? Yes.
You know what it is? 13-2412.
Yes.
And it says that
After I tell you that you're supposed to give me your identification.
if I have not, if I'm not, am I being detained? Am I being
You're
detained?
being detained until we find out if there's truth or facts to the case. That
reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime can you say that you're detaining me by?
They're reporting you trespassing on their wall.
So you're going to take their word for it?
I'm investigating it, so you're not free to leave while I investigate it.
Go
right?
investigate.
Is that fair?
That's fair, but
okay.
But
I want to hang out with you. There's another officer over here. I can't talk with you both at once.
Well, you can go talk to them. I'm not going anywhere. Name and badge number, sir?
My name's Officer Palmer.
Palmer?
I'm the Mesa Police Department. My badge is 10326.
Thank you very much for being professional. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Hey, I'm doing my job. I
you
get
know,
called out to a call. I got to check it out.
And I'm doing mine. And I'm doing nothing wrong. And I'm on a public sidewalk. And I have every right to film anything I can see in public. You look as though you're going to challenge that. No? Okay.
Why would I challenge that?
I don't know. You just had that pensive look of, I've got to come back to that. So I just wanted to...
I have to hear both sides of the story. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Sure, you can.
So they're reporting suspicious activity.
Is that a crime?
Suspicious activity is something we need to check out.
Is it a crime?
It could be a crime.
A misdemeanor or felony?
It could be both.
Which one is that? What is the ARS for suspicious activity? I'm dying to hear that because I'm not familiar with it.
Well, you're just playing games.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
no, I'm not.
are.
I'm trying to. You know what? I want nobody. I want nobody to bother me. I'm just getting some footage for my story.
Okay. This is a secure facility, and they're reporting that you were on their wall.
Well, they're lying.
Well, we'll try to get to the bottom of that.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Ask him.
It's certainly suspicious to them enough to call us.
I'm a reporter, and I'm getting footage for a story. No one came and asked me anything. Okay. I'm on a sidewalk.
This doesn't even have a name on this. It could be anything. You could make that up.
Sure, I could. Sure. And I don't need press credentials to say I'm a member of the civilian press.
But with all the horrible things that are in the news nationwide.
What do I got? What do I got? What am I going to do with the camera?
Doing recon for bad guys.
Recon, right in the middle of the day. I'm going to come do recon. And what And what do you think I can see that I can't spot on Google Earth?
A lot of things.
Really? Tell me. I'm curious, sir. What do you think?
You're a lot closer than Google Earth.
I'm a lot closer than Google Earth. Yeah. I can't see past that wall. I can't see it. Hold on. I want to get these guys up on the wall.
License plates.
Is that a crime? Is that a crime?
Okay. It's certainly suspicious.
Okay, and suspicion is not in the ARS statutes. I challenge you to find it.
People can report suspicious activity.
They sure can. And I have given you a reasonable answer as to what I am doing here. I am collecting a story.
I'm still investigating whether we're going to still investigate.
And how are we doing that exactly with you standing here?
I have 2 other officers en route. Well, one of us will talk with you, and one of us will talk with them.
Okay.
That's pretty reasonable.
Yeah. So this, you say, is a secure facility?
Yeah, it looks locked up, secure to me.
Okay.
Notice no trespassing.
So obviously,
all kinds of stuff.
Obviously there are some cameras somewhere, right?
I don't know. You're saying obviously. Nothing obvious to me.
It's a secure facility. I mean, come on, let's be realistic here.
Okay. That doesn't
you
mean
think there aren't cameras? You think there aren't cameras looking at us right now?
Certainly possible.
I would sure go look those up and find out whoever said I was on the wall. That's ridiculous.
Why are you so agitated?
I don't like people making false claims. I'm just trying to get some footage, and everybody's coming and harassing me.
So what's the story about? I'm curious.
I can't tell you what the story's about.
You're the press. Why aren't you going to tell the public
You'll see it when it goes online.
Oh, okay.
I'm grabbing a water here. What's that?
What website do I go to?
I don't want to say right now.
Huh? What's that?
I don't want to say right now.
Okay.
It'd be Arizona United News. You can find it there.
Arizona United News.
Uh-huh.
Is that like a website?
It is.
Do you think he was standing up on that wall? We're about to find out. And we're about to find out if we're going to hear some more directives.
You should have made that determination right away, right? You did a threat assessment right away, right? You can't do that?
Hey, man.
Hey.
Here's the deal. You're not in any trouble. You are on the sidewalk. You're allowed to record. All I ask is if I didn't say you did prior, just don't step on their property. Don't block their driveway. And if people come to the sidewalk, I don't know, it's kind of hot outside. I don't know if they're going to be walking. Just kind of step to the side.
Ganem. I am 58 years old, and I know how to get out of the way of traffic. I know not to block a sidewalk, and traffic needs to yield to pedestrians.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And any questions at all?
Yeah, I want to know why it is they can call in a police report and say I was on their property when I wasn't.
They
I
can
think it was miscommunication.
they can call all day.
Miscommunication.
They can
Okay.
call all
I think
day.
that's what I think it was. They saw you right
You know
by
what kind
where
of
that
facility
traffic
it is?
pylon it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they just thought that you were on the other side of the property. That's what it was.
And we confirm that you weren't.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why we're all done.
All right.
Have a good day.
All right, folks. Thank you very much for upholding your oath. I appreciate it.
Our last ID refusal comes from a channel called Born Yesterday. And this one has a tyrant that has a magic badge. He'd be nothing without that badge. Nothing at all. If you met him on the street without that badge, he'd be nothing. He thinks everybody needs to jump to what he says. And boy, he can't wait to get that ID. He wants that ID so bad because with IDs comes warrants, tickets, etc. And the more tickets you write, the more warrants you process, the quicker you move up the ranks, the more money. And that's all he wants is that ID. It's like crack. He wants that ID.
Have I done something to?
Seriously, man, you're welcome to record. You can record all you want. I don't care. You guys are parked in the dealership. There's been breaking the dealership lately. People are stealing cars. You're out here with a trailer and a thing of gas. I'm going to make sure you're not doing things you're not supposed to.
And I gave you the general manager's phone number. I have the keys to the building in my pocket. I have the keys in the building right there.
That tells me nothing.
So the alarm code's there.
I've got the keys to the White House in my car,
What am I
too.
supposed to give you? What do you
Your
want?
driver's license. Or identify yourself.
I don't need to give you my driver's
You do,
license.
because I'm stopping to check on you. I've told you I'm checking on you.
Okay.
I've told you dealerships are getting broken into. I'm asking for you to identify yourself.
No,
And this is what you legally have to.
No, I don't think I do.
Okay, you're not free to go. You can tell me you don't think you do. all
Fair
you
enough,
want.
man. Do you mind if I have a seat?
Go ahead and sit down.
Let's see, I got my
We're gonna
lockers.
hang out for a while,
Now, is the guy that just worked? As you can see, we just freaking worked. Do you mind if he goes?
No, he's not free to go either right now.
Isn't that awesome? I got a great attorney.
Okay.
So right now, we're just in the investigative detention. That means he does not have to show his ID. At this level, you do not have to show your ID.
Oh my God, it's unbelievable.
I'm glad you think that it's unbelievable.
I do think it's unbelievable.
Okay.
I actually worked. We worked tonight, didn't we? Like we sweated and shit. I've been working all day. You sweat today?
Yeah, I have.
Did you? Where? When?
Work too, am I not?
I don't think so, no. You're sitting in an awful fancy car over there, and I don't know, man. And here you are hassling guys that work hard for a living.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to make sure people aren't stealing things from the dealership.
I told you I got the keys to the car right
I
here.
got the keys to the White House in mine.
That's
Tell me
good.
nothing.
Oh, so what are you doing here? What good are you doing? I just pulled my vehicle out of the gate with a key.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Oh, well, let me show you. Jeff, will you record this? We are soon.
That's what you do. There you go. Keys the building. What's that say, what?
No, you didn't ask for that. I told you.
You said you had the key. I said that tells me nothing.
You don't need my ID. You don't deserve it, buddy. Trust me.
Well, I'm sorry to feel that.
Pal.
Okay. You can be
I
angry
might
all
drive
you want. I
Princess
don't
here in
care.
front of you, but I cleaned 40 of these car dealerships for 36 fucking years.
You know how many people lie to the police?
What?
You know how many people lie to the police?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I don't.
So I have every legal right to detain you when you have a sitting up
You
here.
detained me.
I did.
You did not.
You're right.
Okay. I disagree with you, and we will find out. Your name. Let me get this. I'm going to file a complaint with you. What is your badge number?
8148.
Okay. Let me just tell you this next time.
ECK.
Okay. Listen to me. I like the police. We need the police.
Clearly you don't.
I don't like you,
Okay.
but I did
I
tell
know,
you.
and you know what? I'm okay with it.
And I'm not okay with you wasting my time.
I'm not okay with you wasting mine.
Okay, well, I'm not wasting yours. You're the one wasting my time.
Okay. Because I'm trying to make sure you're not breaking into the dealership.
And it's very clear. I told you right off the bat. I have keys to the building.
Yeah, and now I'm aware
But
that
you wanted
do.
my ID. You didn't care about. You didn't care about the keys.
Because all you were saying was, I've got keys in the truck. I
Have
said,
a nice
that tells me
day,
nothing.
Jeff.
You're free to go.
I'll see you.